Hello and welcome to another edition of Stockwatch. So as we get into the back end of the trading week, we hear that Ryanair are to launch legal proceedings against the UK government. And this is after basically the UK government's traffic light system, in the sense that it stops people from flying to certain countries depending on whether they're on the red, amber or green list. So green list is just basically, you travel to another country, you don't have to self-isolate, you can have a holiday, vacation, or, even if it's for business, and then fly back to the UK without any problems. The amber list is you have to isolate upon arrival for 10 days once you come back from your travelling destination. So let's say if you went from the UK to France or Spain or something like that, depending on what the amber list countries are, you'd have to come back and isolate for 10 days. And obviously the red list is not to go there at all. So, or to try not to go basically. And the owner of Ryanair has accused Boris Johnson of just making it up as he goes along with this traffic light system. If you remember, a few weeks ago, Portugal were on the green list with people travelling there for their holidays, all of a sudden for it to be put on the amber list, and people had to rush back before a certain date and cancel their holidays. And obviously that's hitting the tourism industry very, very hard as well. On top of this, the travel industry believes that Balearic and Greek islands should also be included on the list of green countries based on their health data when it was analysed. And also EasyJet have been thrown into this equation as well, as they've been forced to cancel flights because of the situation, and they've actually shifted their holiday flights from the UK to elsewhere in Europe. So for example, they're actually doing holidays from countries like Germany and Spain to travel to places like Greece or Italy, where these countries are on a travel corridor, a green travel corridor. So you have to wait and see how this is going to affect COVID rates and also the tourism industry in general as we really get into the summer season, because obviously a lot of schools are stopping for the summer shortly, and a lot of these companies are looking to see when the flights will be okay to commence. So just having a quick look at Ryanair first of all today. So on the daily chart, just looking to see where the next potential breakout will be. We've had a bit of a false spike on this a couple of months ago, but what we can do is look at it as a false break or see it as a slight descending channel on the daily. We've got a hidden and standard divergence on the RSI, which could hint to a trend reversal as well as we break down through the Ichimoku cloud. So just want to bring it down to a 4-hour chart so it's a little bit easier to see. And as you can see here, we are on a descending slope, and we've broken through the top border of the Ichimoku cloud, which is now meaning that the bias is on the downside. So I've already put a sell position in when we broke through, and I'm just waiting to see if it's going to hit roughly around this area here, around 15 or 16. So we're just waiting to see what the impetus is as we break away from the mean of this descending channel here. So just a few things to look out for as we go through to the end of the trading week. And just a quick look on EasyJet as well. The last time I looked on EasyJet, I'll just leave it on the intraday at the moment. We were just looking to see what the potentials are. We were breaking to the downside. I did think if we did hit this top border of the Ichimoku cloud, then there'll be fresh impetus to challenge the recent high that we saw not so long ago, roughly at the middle of May. But now, as you can see, a bit like Ryanair, we're in a descending channel now to the downside. The only hope for a bit of a turnaround is if we get a little bit impetus to the upside and break through the Ichimoku cloud once again. If not, I'll just be looking at further lows that we've seen in the first and second quarters of this year, as well. Not too much on the divergences on the RSI. I'll just bring it out to the daily chart. I just want to show you where we're standing overall with EasyJet. Obviously, the detrimental downturn when the pandemic first hit, there has been hopes of, say, a bit of a hummingbird action here going on, but now we are hitting a bit of a dry note for the upside. So bulls are really pressuring the prices further down. And like I did on Ryanair, just looking to see what the potentials are for a bit of a downturn now as well. So just something to keep an eye on as we head into the back of the trading week, and obviously keep an eye on those headlines as well, especially for the aviation industry, travel industry, as it looks to really start taking off with the summer season fully upon us now. And obviously we've got the schools that are not in school anymore from the middle of July roughly. So this is when a lot of, let's say, a lot of impetus is going to be placed on governments to start lifting these travel restrictions. That's all from the Stock Watch today. Thank you very much again for joining me. If you have any comments or queries, please feel free to add them to the post, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.